Today, on the 19th episode of PHATAK Materia Medica live series, we will discuss the another remedy that remedy is ALLIUM SATIVUM. ALLIUM SATIVUM is the common name is garlic, which is day to day used in our kitchen as a spice, and is there the ancient benefits. So we will discuss about the what homeopathic role and what Dr. Phatak explains how it works in the day to day practice. So according to Phatak, the ALLIUM sativa mainly acts on the intestinal mucous membrane, digestive system, vascular system, and catarrhal state. It is not a remedy for weak eaters. This is a remedy for heavy eaters who suffers because of they eat well. So people who eat more or heavy eaters eat beyond the capacity, this is the remedy for these people. Disorders of the digestion, the Phatak sir's key idea for the ALLIUM sativa is disordered digestion from slightest dietary errors. Disordered digestion for slightest dietary errors. So let us understand the core of this remedy. Eats well, often too well, loves meat, rich food, butter. Loves meat, rich food, butter. Drink less as compared to eating. Suffers from dyspepsia despite of good appetite. Suffers from dyspepsia despite of good appetite. So the system is overloaded, not weak. System is overloaded, not weak. Strong appetite, weak tolerance. Keywords are strong appetite, key tolerance. So ALLIUM sativa is not hunger without digestion. It is a digestion without balance. Digestion without balance. So some of the mental symptoms are of the ALLIUM sativa is fear that I will never get well, fear of medicine, fear of being poisoned, wants many things, satisfied with nothing. So this is a digestive anxiety, not a psychiatric fear. Physical general symptoms: constitution, fleshy persons, used to high living, better suited to meat eaters, acts poorly in the strict vegetarians. So it's not a vegetarian remedy. Fleshy person, used to high living, better suited to meat eaters, acts poorly in the strict vegetarian. Appetite and digestion: voracious appetite, strong desire for butter, slightest error in the diet causes trouble, complaints from bad water, feeling of cold or hot ascending in the esophagus, acts on the intestinal mucosa, increases the peristalsis, dyspepsia with catarrhal tendency. So if patient eats more than he drinks, think of ALLIUM sativa. In particular symptoms: in mouth, sweetish saliva after meals, sweetish saliva at night, hair-like sensation on the tongue and throat, pale tongue with red papillae, head symptoms: vertigo while reading, headache related to menses, dandruff, spots on the face, dry lips. In respiratory system: morning cough, difficult expectoration, cough while smoking, fetid sputum in the bronchiectasis, hemoptysis. So, in day-to-day practice, functional dyspepsia, diet-induced gastritis, IBS-like symptom, catarrhal bronchitis, vascular relaxation states. So, allium sativa is for overloaded system, not depleted one. When appetite is strong but tolerance is weak, think of allium sativa. Digestive system is the core of allium sativa. So, intestinal mucous membrane, peristalsis and digestive secretions. The key point is not diarrhea or constipation. Key point is instability. So, patient may say in our day-to-day practice, if I eat even slightly wrong, I suffer. Outside food doesn't suit me. Bad water upset my stomach immediately. The think of sensitive digestion. So, Phatak sir explained it as the digestion is disorder by slightest air in the diet. Ascending sensation is the important, often missed. Feeling of cold and hot is ascending in the esophagus. This tells you that gastroesophageal irritation, vascular nervous involvement, not just acidity but it is a reflux disturbance. So, these symptoms connect the stomach, nerves and vessel. So, vascular action of the allium sativa is allium sativa has vasodilatory properties, flushing tendency, heaviness after meals, fullness, congestive states. So, why headache? So, congestion plus digestion is the allium sativa. In female reproductive system, menses profuse, soreness of the vulva and thighs, mammy swollen and tender during menses, swelling of the breast after weaning. In extremities, pain in the hip, pain in the psoas and iliac muscles, worse on crossing legs, worse on walking, worse on pressure. So, modalities, change of the temperature, aggravates the change of the temperature, even night, evening and night aggravation, walking aggravation, pressure aggravation, bad water aggravation. Better by sitting bent, relative rest. Bent posture relieves the congestion is very important. So, common remedies we have to distinguish in between that allium sativa versus nux vomica. It's a lot, tolerates poorly is the allium sativa. Sensitive to bad water, fear of medicine, wants to sit bent, congestive and catarrhal tendency. Act better in the meat eaters. While nux vomica is overwork, overindulgence, irritability, impatient aggressiveness, strong reaction to the medicine, wants warmth, constipation with urging, more nervous than congestive. So, allium sativa is digestive fragility, nux vomica is the nervous irritability. Patient fear of medicine, think of allium sativa. Patient demands medicine, think of nux vomica. Another remedy is closely related to the allium sativa is the lycopodium. So, allium sativa has strong appetite, slight dietary errors causes trouble, congestion, desire for butter, fear of being poisoned. While lycopodium has hunger but quick satiety, gas and bloating after food, 4 to 8 pm aggravation, right sided and desire for sweet, lack of confidence, not for lack of confidence but not fear. So, allium sativa, eat much and suffer. Lycopodium, eat littles and bloats. Another remedy which we can have to distinguish between the allium sativa is the China. So, both have digestive disturbance and weakness. Allium sativa majorly have a congestion, sensation of sensitive to food and water, too much exhaustion, appetite is strong. In China, profound debility, flatulence from loss of fluids, weakness out of proportion, aggravation from touch. The key difference is China has exhaustion, allium sativa has overloaded. Another remedy we need to distinguish between allium sativa is the arsenic album. So, allium sativa has fear of medicine while arsenic has fear of death. Allium sativa has digestive anxiety, while arsenic is restless and anxious. Allium sativa wants to bend forward, arsenic album wants warmth. Aggravation from bad water, here is the food poisoning in the arsenic. Burning pain and weakness is marked in the arsenic. So, allium sativa fear of damage, arsenic is fear of death. Another remedy we must distinguish is Calcarea carbonica. Allium sativa fleshy from high living, eats meat, sensitive digestive system and congestive, while Calcarea carb is flabby, chilly, weak digestion, desires egg, fear of insanity and heights. So, Calcarea has a weak assimilation, allium sativa has excessive intake. So, in remedy relationship, Dr. Phatak mentions that complementary remedy of allium sativa is arsenicum album when fear and weakness dominate. Related remedies with the allium sativa is Nux vomica, Lycopodium, China, Calcarea carbonica. So, overeating phase allium sativa, nervous irritative phase Nux vomica, exhaustion phase China. So, this sequelae prevents the repetition and failure. Potency selection, generally mother tincture is used in many cases as I use. In the clinical utility of the mother tincture of the allium sativa is increased cholesterol levels. In 20 to 40 drops of allium sativa mother tincture reduces the BP in half an hour by 20 mm of Ag is our clinical experience. 30 and 200 used in the cases where the all symptom similarity matches. So, what confirmatory prescribing symptoms of the allium sativa is eats more than drinks, slightest air causes trouble, complaints from bad water, desire for butter, fear of medicine, bending better by sitting bent, congestive catarrhal tendency. So, in 3 words, overeating, sensitivity and congestions are the key points of the allium sativa. So, this is all about the allium sativa. Thank you for patience listening. We will see in the next episode. Thank you.